Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, this was unexpected. Most of y'all know that watched Ramblings yesterday. I went and got my second shingles vaccination at the VA clinic. Well, first, the VA clinic was amazing this time. No problems whatsoever. Very, very nice staff. Got me in. Got my shot. We had some good conversation. Got me out the door. Now, I will say I did not have to see the doctor. Remember last time the doctor was a monster. She was trying to impose her political beliefs and social constructs on me. And, I was just in there to seek some medical attention. And I didn't need any of that. But this time the ladies were amazing. Didn't have to see the doctor though. So that was a good thing. I did get the shot, came home, and checked on Grandma Carol, got her, all situated. Matter of fact, that's probably her right there. Okay, 1 second. Text her back. Say, I'm doing okay. Yeah. All right. So, got her all taken care of, and then I went, picked her. She hadn't been out of the house in a week, right? And because she's blocked in with a snowstorm and everything. So picked her up. I took her to Tractor Supply to get some dog food, and I got 2 things of propane. Yeah, baby. A lot of you know during the ice storm, snowstorm, winter storm, propane was hard to find. And I was surprised that what I had lasted me just fine. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 tanks. I have 4 or 5 tanks. And so Tractor Supply, they will not fill propane after dark. They will not fill propane in a thunderstorm, and they will not fill propane below 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So there's lots, and of course they won't fill them if the date on the tank is out. I think it's like 3 years on the E-rated tank, 7 years on a non-E-rated tank, something like that. Don't quote me. So lots of stipulations, but luckily this was unexpected. I got propane. I was pretty happy. Grandma Carol got her dog food and all that. Then we went to Dollar General. Dollar General was still out of dairy products. No half and half for Grandma to make her special mac and cheese. But that was unexpected. That we got the dog food and the propane, all that was good, so that's good. And she got to get out, and we saw the roads. The roads are still pretty bad. The back roads are still pretty bad. The main roads are good. Main roads are good. But yeah, the shot. Excuse me. The shot. I got the shot in the right arm, and last time I got the shingles vaccination with flu. It took me out. Took me out for at least 3 days with flu-like symptoms. And the video I said yesterday, will I regret it? I don't know. So today, woke up, oh, my shoulder is so sore. I've rubbed it and everything. And actually, whenever I was getting Grandma Carol's dog food and these propane tanks out of the truck yesterday, I was like, oh, I strained my shoulder. What happened? Oh no, that's just where I got the shot. So that's what that was. But I will say I am surprised. That's rain, guys. That's rain. And the drip, drip, drip you hear is the ice melting on top of the ridge crib onto the styrofoam. If you're hearing the drip, drip, drip. But that's rain. But I was surprised when I woke up this morning, I did not have flu-like symptoms. I am getting a little chill and a cough. So it may come on a little bit later, because last time it came on with chills and body aches and all the flu-like symptoms. It was terrible. But so far, so good. I'm not sick as a dog, which is great. Allowing me to get video editing done, and boy, did I get stuff done today. Well, first off, it's raining. You hear that rain? And look what the rain is doing. I know it's out of focus behind me, but when the rain is hitting the ice, it's got all this fog coming up. It is actually very, very beautiful. Let me get out of the way and see if you can see it. I don't know if that'll refocus far away or not. Probably still focusing on the column. Sorry about that. But yeah, that is beautiful. Just a beautiful sight. But so what I decided to do today, since knew I was going to be sore and I knew this rain was coming, I figured I'd do my taxes. That's right. Do my taxes. Do my federal obligation. Man, I don't like doing taxes. I do not like doing taxes. I started them when the snowstorm first hit, and I was snowed in before I went to Meredith. I stayed over here to take care of Grandma Carol, right? Make sure she didn't need a generator and did all that. And then I went over last weekend to Meredith once we got Grandma Carol taken care of. Excuse me. So I started the taxes then, and last year I had to pay in, because remember, I last year was for the previous year, right? This is 2026, so it's for 2025. 2025 was for 2024. 2024, I still work for the steel company, and I took a lot of money out for building the foundation, the septic, the well, and all that. Last year, I had to pay in $27,000 extra at the end of the year with my taxes, and that was not fun. Not fun. Well, this year, when I started doing my taxes, entered all my income and everything, I still had a little bit of income from my steel mill. I was like, I don't remember that. I guess they were paying me back vacation pay and a couple other things, which I was like, oh no, that's going to bring my taxes up. Originally, it said I owed $17,000, or was it $15,000? It said I owed $15,000 or $17,000. I do TurboTax, and I was entering all my income and everything. So originally, it said I owed $15,000 or $17,000. I thought, this is not going to be fun. But then I started doing my deductions for this year. So luckily this year I didn't have to pay the penalty on my 401k withdrawals, because I started taking them out in the year in which I turned 55, which was last year. I turned 55 in October, and I took them out in the year in which I turned 55. That's the IRS rule of 55. So that really helped a lot, saving 10% on taxes right there. Still had to pay the 20%, base taxes on it. But so once I started adding in all my expenses, and the last year was like the last year for solar too, to get the solar tax credits. So I'm told. So I got solar tax credits, and I ended up finishing my taxes today, got them submitted, got them accepted and approved by the federal government already, IRS. I should be getting back about $1,200–1,300. Yeah, money back in my pocket. that makes me happy. That means I gave them too much money. Actually, talking to David from Come On Homestead, and see, typically when I would do my deductions and stuff, I would be a little more conservative in what I would claim as deductions. And David from Come On Homesteading, he gave me a little schooling on how him and his QuickBooks and everything do it. So I was a little more liberal in my assessment of what I claim, because, like, a lot of things I buy to do YouTube and for YouTube, and I would just not claim it. I would just let it slide. Now, if I bought a camera or a microphone, definitely. But a lot of things we buy and we do videos on building and using and all that, and you can claim a huge portion of that off your taxes as a business expense, because it's basically like a movie studio, claiming the little town they build, Now, if you use it for personal use, you have to, prorate that and everything. So I learned a lot. But yeah, I'm going to get a couple thousand, or no, $1,200, $1,300 back. More like $1,280, something like that. I was just glad that it wasn't paying. Isn't this fog behind me crazy looking? I know I'm kind of dark here, but you'd probably rather look at the background than look at me, wouldn't you? Excuse me. Chickens and rabbits are doing fine. They survived the winter storm. Got them. I've been making sure they're all safe and everything. No animals got to them. Hopefully, you guys, did you see last week's or Sunday, I think it was, RidgeLife video, where all the bobcat and the coyote and fox, that's right there and right there. I'm talking 50 yards or less from the chickens and rabbits. Luckily, I have the electric fence, and of course the ridge crib is right next to them, so I'm always close. That kind of helps keep them away. But yeah, and the dogs, all the dogs that were coming through there. So if you didn't see that video, go back and check it out on RidgeLife. Had some beautiful scenery. Basically, I walked around the property collecting trail camera cards and in the snow and the ice, and then I put, what I got on those cards in as I walked to the next one. And there was some little bonus features in there too. It was pretty funny. I don't know if some of y'all saw that. It was pretty funny. But I do have a video. I may be getting sick here, guys. I don't know. I hope I don't feel terrible tonight, because I don't remember how long it took me to get sick last time. I just don't. But I do have a video I'm working on to get out to you tomorrow. The water dripping on that styrofoam. Video coming out tomorrow is pretty emotional. It's pretty eventful. Basically, a lot of tractor work, things moving and falling, maybe me, maybe not, animals in it, and a little bit of tragedy. I'm not going to get too deep into it, because you just have to see it for yourself. Okay, so check out RidgeLife tomorrow, probably about 2 o'clock Central Time, and I'll have a video out for you. Don't forget, Meredith and I should be going live tomorrow night if everything works out. We have got a solution for the internet, we think. She got fiber internet a while back, because the internet she had before was terrible. She got fiber internet, and it still was not doing well, because she has a 100-year-old home, very thick walls and all the plaster walls and all that stuff. And the internet, we just, especially last week, and a lot of y'all said it was maybe the ice storm was messing with some of the lines, because it was never that bad before. I would drop, but I wouldn't just be so fuzzy the entire time. But last week was terrible. So this week, I ordered a mesh system router, and then we canceled the order. It was too expensive. It was too expensive. But then I go, you know what? There's another way, and Meredith and I discussed it, and we had this dongle. You plug in. See, my laptop is all USB-C. So she had this dongle for work, and the dongle had an RJ45 connector on it. That's the Ethernet jack. It looks like an old phone cable, but it's a little wider. RJ45. And I said, I wonder if that is a Ethernet adapter, a LAN, an Ethernet adapter. She said, I don't know. So I plugged it into my laptop, and I ran a cable from that LAN, that Ethernet adapter, to the fiber router. And guess what? I ran a speed test, and it was about 770 download and 925 upload. That's Mbps. Yeah. So if that don't work, then it's something else, because it works over here at my house, and I have 1/10 that speed. 1/10. Actually, on the upload, I have less than that. I mean, almost a gig upload is what she's got. That's full fiber. So this is bypassing her Wi-Fi router. It's basically, I'm plugging straight into the router Ethernet, so hardwire copper, and bypassing the Wi-Fi altogether. And it was awesome. That was awesome. So tomorrow night, the live should be spectacular. Well, should be clear and should be fun. I don't know if it's going to be spectacular. Depends on what we have to talk about. But it is a little warmer today. I'm still cold. Maybe, again, that's because I got this shot. But this rain should be melting this ice, this sleet off. And guys, I don't know if you can tell, it is still, in some areas, it is still 4 or 5 inches thick. Areas where I've been driving, it's more a little bit, but it is And luckily, oh, the solar panels are clear. Ka-ching! The solar panels are clear. The sun that came out over the weekend helped a lot, even though it was cold. And yesterday, the sun was out and it was a little bit warmer, so it really did a good job on the solar panels yesterday. The video you see tomorrow was filmed, obviously, before yesterday, because I've been editing it, you know. But the video you're going to see tomorrow is a lot of the aftermath of having to deal with this ice. Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. I think you haven't seen it on Ramblings. You did see a little bit on one video, not on Ramblings. You did. If you watched, if you watched Sunday's video on RidgeLife, you may know a little bit about what's coming. A little bit. And actually, a rambling before that, I gave you a sneak peek too. I got a lot of sneak peeks out there, but not the main work. The main work is all new good stuff, all good stuff. Oh, guys, it is so cold out here, and just I do have another project in the works. Hopefully have that done towards the end of the week. Get that to you probably Saturday. That should be a fun one. If I'm not feeling too bad, I'm hoping to get it done by Friday and to get that out to you. And I really don't want to get in the power shed right now and do too much work because all this snow and ice and tracking up my beautiful power shed mud and all that. I know I armor coated the floor. I know I can do that, but ice, water, and electricity don't mix. If you know what I'm saying. I know there's no, it's not powered up yet, but I don't want to make a mess. Tim likes to be clean, Mr. Clean. My hairline, my forehead is almost like Mr. Clean, but not quite. Guys, looking out through the woods right now, behind you, you almost can't see. There's pine trees with so much snow and ice on the ground, and it's just complete fog. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. Do y'all remember the old TV show Tales from the Crypt? Oh, no, it wasn't Tales from the Crypt. It was The Dark Side. Yeah, it showed the forest or the woods with the fog. Remember the intro to The Dark Side? It wasn't Tales from the Crypt, it was The Dark Side. Oh my gosh, that brings back memories from, that was back whenever we only had 2 channels and they started the new 3rd Fox channel on UHF. Remember having to go to the UHF dial? And it was Fox 23, I think it was, on UHF. And it was The Dark Side. Yeah, that was old. That was way old. Let's see what else. Meredith and I have big plans for our anniversary. February 16th is the day that we have our first date. And of course, Valentine's Day is right before that. And we're going on a trip. Willa's got a dance competition in Nashville. And we plan on going. I'm going with them. I like going to all the kids' basketball and dance and all that stuff. I like to do my part and support as much as I can. Willa calls me her step Tim. I'm not her stepdad yet, but she calls me her step Tim. Isn't that the sweetest thing? And another story. This is another funny story. Meredith and Hudson were cleaning out the barn the other day, and they had the cart with all of the muck. The poo, the cattle, the donkey, and the horse poo in the cart, and Meredith had Hudson dump it. Now, normally they dump it out in the field in a low area, but she had him dump it right outside the entryway because there was so much ice, and we needed to build it up a little bit. And Hudson turned around to her. This is what she told me. Hudson turned around to her and says, "Does Tim know about this? Is Tim okay with us doing this?" I'm like, it's her barn. Ooh, it was funny. She didn't take offense to it. Obviously, she's a good sport. But that's her house, her barn, and everything. And we're not married yet. But the fact that Hudson knows I care, I care about what goes on. Over there, we do a lot. And I thought that was endearing that he thought that. And again, that Willa calls me her step Tim. I love that. I love that. I want to be as good a role model and a support for them as I can. And of course for Meredith as well, and Grandma Carol and my kids. Oh, and going to see my grandbabies this weekend. You know, Meredith said, "Hey, how about Sundays? You know, we'll go see your kids." And got to see my grandson. Told you, and I love that shirt. Don't you love that shirt that Alyssa got me? You know, that coolest pawpaw ever, with the Harley Davidson logo and everything. I thought that was a coolest pawpaw. World's coolest pawpaw, I think is what I said. But yeah, so we're going to go for Valentine's weekend to Nashville, stay there, and we'll have our dance competition. Me and Meredith can enjoy some alone time while, you know, Willa's with her friends and everything between competitions. And we're staying at the hotel where the competition is. I don't know which hotel it is, but Meredith got a nice little suite for us and everything. So we should have a really good anniversary. Very good anniversary. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Of course, you know, so much work going on over here. I can't wait to show you more of what improvements we're making and preparations too. Oh yeah, good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Maybe having a guest on the Ridge in February. Yeah, maybe having a guest on the Ridge. We'll see how that pans out later on. Don't want to give too much away. Maybe get a lot more work done when this guest gets here too. Just saying. Just saying. All right, guys. I'm going to get these propane moved over. I think I've still got a little bit left in one. I think one. Remember, I put that regulator on there that automatically shifts over. So I think I got one empty and one almost empty. I don't want to run out in the middle of the night, so I might go ahead and just swap them over. Keep one for the Blackstone griddle. But got to feed the animals, take care of all that, and get this video uploaded to you, and finish up my video for you tomorrow. So don't forget to look for a RidgeLife video tomorrow. If you're not subscribed to RidgeLife, I don't know why you're not. I do appreciate it. That's where all the work takes place. This is just the talk channel. No work here. Well, there's a little bit of work here, but mostly just talk. Somebody actually got offended that I'm feeding the animals on this channel. They're tired of me seeing me feed the animals over at Meredith's. I'm like, I'm still talking, I'm still rambling, I just happen to be feeding the animals while I'm rambling. Because Tim's going to ramble no matter what he does, right? Whether I'm sitting here or working or feeding the animals or, you know, doing stuff with Willa, the kids and Meredith, or Grandma Carol or the dogs or my kids. I'm going to ramble. I'm going to ramble. So hopefully you enjoy watching me ramble with whatever I do. I know I like to mix it up a little bit. That's why I like to add in the feeding and everything too. And we try to do a little bit different. Now I got on top of the hay bales. What about getting on top of the hay bales looking down? That was fun. I didn't get hurt. So guys, love every single one of you. Hopefully, excuse me. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Like, share, and subscribe. It's always 100% free. Hit that notification bell right down there to be notified anytime a new video comes out on one of my channels. Until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day. If you got a hype on a mobile device and you want to share it, I do appreciate it. Until you have a, again, have a blessed day and keep rambling and go Ridge Life.